Governor Sam Brownback presented his State of the State address in front of Kansas lawmakers. He used his speech to outline a broad legislative agenda on issues such as taxes, health care, and education. Beginning our team coverage, KSNT News' Caitlin Berry spoke with legislative leaders following that speech and joins us now in the newsroom with their reaction. Caitlin?
The governor began tonight by painting a very rosy picture of the state of Kansas, citing recent income tax cuts as a primary reason for job growth and new business around the state. But looking ahead, he laid out several new priorities for lawmakers to address in the coming weeks, namely continued reform to education finance, property tax lids, and rural health care. The list of recommendations was lengthy, but some lawmakers point out there were some glaring omissions from the governor's speech.
I think he's trying to divert people's attention from his abysmal record as governor. He didn't talk about the ongoing budget deficit that we face. He didn't talk about tax fairness. He didn't talk about creating jobs.
We're very interested in what the January numbers look like. Since we had a downturn in December, we want to see if that's a long-term trend. Certainly today we had oil went down below $30 a barrel, so we are concerned.
The state faces a $16 million budget gap for the current year and a $190 million gap for next year. Tomorrow morning, the state budget director will present the governor's proposed budget to lawmakers, and that budget may offer some solutions. In the newsroom, Caitlin Berry, KSNT News.
The lack of that solid budget plan has some, even in the governor's party, questioning what will happen next. We continue our team coverage tonight with KSNT News' Tyler Carter in the studio. Tyler, what are local lawmakers' concerns going into the session?
Brooke, just like Caitlin said, the budget will be a hot topic this legislative session. And the number one question is, will the state be able to balance their budget by using what some call the Bank of the Kansas Department of Transportation? The state has transferred more than $300 million from the T-Works transportation program to pay for government expenses. Taking funds from KDOT to make up for the revenue shortfall has proven to be a popular solution for the governor. The only question is, will it work again?
We've virtually borrowed all the money you can borrow from the Department of Transportation. So now what's left?
Regency?
The rumor is that it'll be the Regents next. And the consequences of that will affect every community in Kansas, particularly those with community colleges, but also major universities.
And during his speech, the governor said one of the biggest challenges Kansas faces is the future of the water supply. Representative Peggy Mast of Emporia agrees. The John Redmond Lake, which is currently being cleaned, but also serves as a resource for extra water supply for the only nuclear power plant in the state. In the studio, Tyler Carter, KSNT News.
Thank you, Tyler. And the governor says he will continue to implement ideas for the long-term vision to conserve water.